DearMamaSal, and it is Thursday. It's already 16 degrees here in southern BC, and that would make it 60 in northern Washington state. That's pretty nice temperature for this time of the day. So looking at, it's funny, in front of me there's a lot of cloud, and yet to the side, especially to my left hand side, it's really blue sky. So obviously the sun is burning through the cloud. That's my feeling. I realize that today is Thursday, and you know I love Thursdays because I don't work on Friday, and this Friday is particularly exciting because I'm going down to visit Benji, Judy, Juliana and the twins. And I've done nothing to prepare myself for this trip. It has been chaos. By the time I get home from work, by the time I upload the video and everything else, I just have done nothing. And so I'm trying to just live with that reality and not worrying about it, because it is what it is. And I'll pack tonight or tomorrow morning. And hopefully remember most of it. And it's not like I'm going for a month, right? I'm just going for a night or two. I'm not quite sure whether it'll be one night or two. It depends how I cope. The main thing is I want to visit. Now, I know that there are a lot of mothers out there. And you will never understand the fact that, you know, I never did do the mother thing. And by the way, because I couldn't. Just before you wonder why. I was physiologically unable. I think that's the best way of describing it. And I didn't know that until it was almost too late. Well, it was too late by the time they had to do a hysterectomy. So it was one of those things that wasn't my destiny to do that thing, and so consequently I've never really got that what I call maternal instinct thing going, and none of my family have had children. That's the peculiar thing. Not just my direct family, but the cousins didn't either, which makes you wonder what on earth was going on in my family that created that. But it was like a whole generation didn't have children. Scary, huh? So it doesn't really matter what my background is in terms of the love. And funnily enough, my love is for the adults before the children. Isn't that strange? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be very, very happy and delighted to sit and play with Juliana, and I will be delighted to see the twins. But the people that I believe deserve some attention are called Benji and Judy. And that's in my view. So that will be my focus. However, having said that, any tips that you can give me as to what to do when those babies scream at me will be gratefully received. Because I always have that memory of Juliana doing that to me. And she was a lot older. She was, I think, almost 3 months by the time I held her. But it's going to be funny. And the good news is that I hopefully will not be judged for my mothering skills by people who love me, or lack thereof, should I put it that way. Now, the thing that we need to discuss is the broadcast for this weekend. Obviously, there's not going to be a Friday lunchtime broadcast, and I'm going to do everything I can to get this up on the website for tonight. That there will be no Friday lunchtime broadcast because I will be driving. The question is, will there be a Friday night broadcast? I don't know. I have to say that. I don't know what they have planned, what they want to do. I'm going to be a guest in other people's houses, so therefore you understand that it's beyond my control to be able to tell you definitely yes or no. And I would go for no and let it be a surprise if I put out the word and say yes. And I can't tell you about Saturday because it's my intent to actually go down and visit the campsite I want to go to with my brother and have a look at it. And book a nice site. And then I'll be driving home. So that's going to be a busy day, a long day for me. And hopefully if I pace myself correctly, it'll be a fun day. I'm hoping that the weather will be, I believe the weather on Saturday could be a little stormy, which would be sad. But it would be really nice if the weather is a little bit cooperative so that I can get some nice footage for you. As you know, it's my favorite drive going down there through the forest areas and everything, so I think the last time I did it was oh no, I did it at Christmas time, didn't I? Yeah. Now that I remember that. But I love the trip that we did in the fall. We did. You notice that it's now we, not me. Oh, that's insane. Really insane. But it does feel like that when I'm driving, I must admit. So, we shall see what we shall see, and life will bring what it will bring. So my idea is that that I will go and do a day trip on Saturday and then come back to Benji and Judy's for the night and then drive home on Sunday. That's my idea. But I have to see if that works for them as well, because they've obviously got plans. And normally I only stay the one night, so they might have other guests coming in, so we'll have to check that out. But the main thing is that, of course, there will be more than likely no broadcast on Saturday either. And that will be But we will have lots of footage to put up, so it's not that you won't have stuff to do. The next question is, can you guys get onto the broadcast anyway without me? And the answer is yes, on Tiny Chat. But here's what I would ask of you. Remember that you are broadcasting under my name. So please remember not to do anything that will bring any disrespect to the name. But also, you know, don't show any copyrighted material or video or whatever. Be very careful of that, because if you guys are doing anything under my name, I could get banned for life. And I'm pretty sure that you all realize that, and that you'll be really careful. And so just be very, very aware, if you would. I know that some of you have been watching movies on Tiny Chat, and I'm hoping that they are just YouTube movies, not movie movies. And I'm sure sorry, this guy on a motorbike just quietly swerved right in front of me for no reason at all that I could see. Huh. Oh well, keeps him happy. It's not going to ruin my day. Right. So the bottom line is we probably won't have broadcast this weekend, and I can't even guarantee there'll be one on Sunday, because by the time I get back I'm going to be good and tired and need to get Susie homemaker stuff done before the start of my work week again. So I think we'll just, you know, blanket say no broadcast unless you hear otherwise this weekend. And I'm certain you'll all understand that life has a way of doing that. Now, if Benji and Judy decide they want to broadcast, then obviously we will let you know. And if any of you have any questions you'd like me to ask them, send them in, because I'll be able to then check back to the video and have them with me. So it's going to be a fun weekend, hopefully get a lot packed into it, and pick up some cheap gas. Gee, the price of gas up here at the moment is ridiculous. I don't know how to convert that. But it's like 143 Canadian, and we're talking liters, not gallons. It is insane price. And obviously I've got a V8, and some of you going tut tut tut. And the reason I always say to people is, if you can tell me how to pull my 26-foot trailer without a V8, I'll be glad to consider it. So the other thing is, I don't think it's so much the size of your engine. Let me make a point here. I look at how many times a month do I fill up my car. And it's twice. Twice a month I fill up my car with gas. And the reason I say that, because you might have a lower engine capacity, but you are using twice as much gas as I am. Maybe you're filling up once a week. So I always think, be careful how you judge people who drive V8s. I have a reason to be driving a V8, and it's not that I want to pollute the neighborhood. It's about the fact that I needed to pull my trailer. And then secondly, how clever am I about the distance that I commute? And I assure you, there are a lot of people I know that fill up their tanks at least once a week. And so that's using a lot more gas than me and my V8. I keep thinking about tricks to holding babies. Because, you know, I haven't got that natural jiggling thing down pat or anything. Or, I'm not known for doing particularly well when they barf all over me either. I can do this, right? In the name of love, I can do this. Such fun. Beautiful, beautiful day. What's my thought for the day? Let me have a think about that. What should we do? I guess it would be don't sweat the small stuff because of what I've got coming this evening. This evening somehow I'm going to come home. I'm going to edit and upload a video. I'm going to try and pack. I'm going to try and move a mattress out of my back room so I can put the new bed in, or the new to me bed in. So a lot of things are going to go down. The other thing is, I better go out there and sweep where the new bed's going to go, because yeah, that's an issue, isn't it? It could get quite nasty. And then I've got to eat and tidy up and do a wash. Yeah, it could be quite exciting. I can do this. Don't sweat the small stuff, son. Get there, enjoy yourself, and come home rested, having had a fun weekend. That's the only thing that's important. The rest of it really is not that important. Oh, one of the tips of the day, perhaps. One of the ways I try and remember everything, and I did this because of all my years of being a professional speaker. Two things. Number one is I had an absolutely amazing checklist. The same as the one I have when I pack up my trailer. I have a very solid checklist. But the checklist that I have in my mind is different. When I just go away for a night or two, when, you know, it's not really that critical. Here's what I do. For example, this evening, I will pull out some plastic bags, some big plastic bags, sort of 12-inch size ones, this size. I will pull those out. And then as I use things, for example, whatever I use to go to bed, I will put in there. And then tomorrow morning when I do my hair, put my makeup on and all those sort of things, I will do the same thing. So whatever I use, I will pack. And presuming that I have a pretty standard routine, which most of us do, that is a way to make sure that I take everything I need, including things like medications and toothbrush, toothpaste, all that sort of stuff. And I don't know about the rest of you, but there's part of me that has never ever asked permission to see Judy's makeup room. In all the times I've gone down, I've never done that. Well, I think I've been in it. I think she showed it to me. But I've never sort of said, okay, now show me where you keep all your stuff. Yeah, that's the bit that would interest me. I want to see just how many eyeshadows she's got in there. That's exciting thought, isn't it? This is Dear Mama Sal saying bye-bye for now.